winning 13-11 in this quarterfinal, and this was also not the end for Timo Boll, but like he put the next step by beating the reigning Olympic champion Ma Long, also 4-3, and at the end he met his teammate Dmitry Ovtcharov in the final of this World Cup in Liège, where he lost 4-2. Congratulations one more time to Dmitry Ovtcharov, but also to Timo Boll, and now we see him playing here at the Seamaster German Open in Magdeburg, facing Simon GAUZY. Simon GAUZY is a very difficult opponent for Timo Boll, winning the last 3 or 4 matches. Not that easy for Timo Boll to find the right tactique there. Simon GAUZY is able to always get into this spin rallies, and there Timo Boll has maybe a little bit more the disadvantage. Simon GAUZY is moving far away from the table on a very, very high level. Timo Boll, on the other hand, will try to avoid this really long rallies, will try to put this ball more short above the table, and Simon GAUZY will try to avoid himself to keep the ball too much short, will open the rally, will like to get into the spin situation. Let's see, of course the German crowd will try to lift Timo Boll into the direction to break the rhythm of Simon GAUZY. Simon GAUZY did in this first round of the German Open beat Genueda, whom actually he lost the last 3 or 4 times. Last time I've seen this match in the Czech Open. This time he was also on his way down 2-1, 10-6 before Simon GAUZY really came back into this game, came back into the match. At the end, a 4-3 win. On the other hand, Timo Boll managed to beat his teammate Christian Karlsson 4-1. And now it's about time to see the match. Simon GAUZY against Timo Boll. Simon GAUZY is able to accelerate from both sides on a very high level. Just directly attacking the service of Timo. See the 2 coaches, Patrick Schiller and Jörg Roskopf. Question will be whether Timo Boll will be able to steer the game above the table to avoid the first strong forehand or backhand topspin of Simon GAUZY. Backhand of Timo Boll altogether improved throughout the last month. Good change of placement here down the line, not that much spin. They both need to find a little bit their own rhythm inside this match, inside this game. Just this first receive already in the middle of Timo. That's what Simon GAUZY for sure will try to play. Meet the middle of Timo, where he has to move. Very good block there. Simon GAUZY really improved a lot throughout the last 12-15 months. See, there he was trying first for the backhand topspin, but then realized the ball is too short. And that's what we're gonna see probably throughout this whole match. Timo Boll has to stay close to the table, has to go for the counter-attack. He's not going for the classic spin rallies, because there Simon GAUZY will be faster. Troubles of reading the service right. Ball's drifting out half long, and as I mentioned, this first ball also on half long. Simon GAUZY is doing on a very high level, very good acceleration from both sides. Good control. Second ball already a little bit slower, I think also on purpose, to make Timo move inside the ball, which is a difficult stroke. Just touch the edge. I think usually okay with the backhand. They're just like touch the white line. No chance for Timo Boll to react. We saw this yesterday already against Carlson. Timo took this first game in order to read the service right and had troubles there. 9-5. Still, he's not that dominant from service return, as he has to be, in case he wants to beat GAUZY. But just give him some time in order to find in the game. Now Timo Boll to serve. Simon GAUZY is just neutralizing this reverse service of Timo by coming directly with his backhand banana flick. Not that fast, but very spinny. Still, Timo Boll has troubles in reading the service of Simon GAUZY, who is doing quite some variation. So he has to find the right timing, the right touch for the ball. Timo Boll is agreeing with the words of wisdom of Jörg Roskopf. So let's see how the start will be in this game number 2. As I mentioned, Timo Boll has some troubles in receiving the service right of Simon GAUZY. Simon GAUZY also playing on a very good level, attacking also the service of Timo in a good way, neutralizing the reverse service of Timo. And playing very aggressive shots. Also now here again directly on the side spin, upspin service into the backhand of Simon GAUZY. Very good from Simon GAUZY. Well deserved. Very well read the service of Timo. Very aggressive. You see here, maybe a bit high the service, but very nice backhand receive. And luck favors Simon GAUZY also here in the beginning of game number 2. Usually good counter attack from Timo Boll. Out. Now it's from Timo's point of view important to find the service where GAUZY is not able to have directly the attack on. And we can see small change of service, this time straight service, not too much side spin, upspin. Usually the reverse or side spin, upspin service is easier for the opponent to come with a backhand banana. As we see here direct, whenever the reverse service is used or the side spin upspin service is used, it's much easier for the opponent to come with a backhand flick. On a straight service, it's much more difficult for the ones who wants to produce the backhand flick. Believe Timo Boll at this moment that he has so much troubles in judging the service right. One time upspin, one time downspin. You really cannot control. That's the main thing. If you want to build up the game, you have to be playing well in the service and receive. 7-3. So far, Very good performance from Simon GAUZY. His luck is helping Timo BOLL here. Good timing usually also here from Simon GAUZY. Timo's risking the counter spin and winning the point by the help also of the net. Better receive there. Usually I think a good chance from Timo BOLL to have this counter attack going. Was coming up, maybe we see this in slow motion. Good receive there, fast to the middle. The ball was jumping a bit higher. And then Timo BOLL was not using the body, the legs in a perfect way. 8-4. Very unhappy with his performance so far, a little bit shaking his head in disbelief. And now the backhand is working. And Simon GAUZY so far is really finding the right tactic on one side, and also Timo BOLL on the other side. Cannot read the service, is not really yet into this game. And this time the backhand is working, was ready for the long service into the backhand. Good placement, you see, above the cross into the deep forehand of Simon GAUZY. Now will be crucial that Timo BOLL is relying on the service, that Simon GAUZY cannot attack directly. Is ready again, Simon GAUZY, to have the backhand flick again going. Better move now from Timo BOLL, and you see very smart from Simon GAUZY to take out the speed there. We see for sure in the slow motion. 1, 2, and now will be a little bit slower the ball. Timo BOLL has to move inside. He's doing it this time right. 9-8, coming back. Very good, this is the best part now from Timo BOLL. And we see also very smart receive there from Simon GAUZY. And I call this a little bit the violin. Maybe we see this in slow motion. See here, very good service. Timo return. Timo BOLL was ready there, and after following very good, close to the table, 9-9. This would be from Timo's point of view very important to come back, to stay in the game. 9-9, service GAUZY. And the backhand is working, 10-9. Suddenly Timo BOLL is back after being up 9-5, 9-4. Simon GAUZY is 9-10 down. 1 game point from Timo BOLL. Still GAUZY to serve. Good receive there. A little bit also this flick directly into the forehand, but then the placement was in deep backhand of Timo BOLL. Timo BOLL was expecting the ball into his backhand, was turning around, but just like turning around, not deep enough. 10-10. This was a very, very risky service. I'm not sure we see this in slow motion, but the ball was really finding a curve, a bow, and giving Timo the second game point. And the long rally of the day. Timo BOLL is winning, and this secures game number 2. And that's also some speciality of this German legend. In order to really fight himself back, he was using maybe this short moment of Simon GAUZY where he was coming up 9-4, was still trying to stay inside the game.
Ja, so.
1094 from Simon GAUZY. So from his point of view, he has to keep his thoughts again on the next step, just like forget this game number 2, and for sure Timo BOLL now he will try to lift himself. He knew that he has to find the next step, the next gear in order to find himself, to fight back into this very difficult game against Simon GAUZY. 1-1, game number 3. Very good. Technically, both players really advanced. First, we see this backhand chop block from Simon GAUZY. Timo BOLL was stepping inside. Simon GAUZY was ready to answer with a straight block. Is the one who having the point already. You see how they have to move there. I cannot believe. And then you can realize how spinny this ball was, and Timo BOLL was thinking, I was just going for the ball, I'm smashing this ball. Great rally. Simon GAUZY about to serve. Always important to gather the thoughts again after long rallies like this. Good. Now the service and return game of Timo BOLL is getting much better, using all of a sudden not only the short game, but also to flick the ball. Good placement there in the middle, and then it's important from Timo's point of view to hit the ball early to avoid this spin-spin situation, usually. So Simon GAUZY is lifting the hand. I think his backhand topspin was really nicely accelerated into the deep forehand of Timo BOLL. Although Simon GAUZY was stepping backwards, he still was able to accelerate in front. Nicely done. Timo BOLL wants to serve a little bit more upspin through the forehand of Simon GAUZY, but whenever the ball is drifting half long, GAUZY is attacking directly. Doesn't matter with forehand or with backhand. Very consistent so far, Simon GAUZY. Everybody keeps on talking about service, receive, about the advantage of service. We have really here a situation that the one who is serving not always having the advantage. At least when everybody is getting used to the service longer and longer. Then they prove me wrong here. Timo BOLL misreading the service, giving Simon GAUZY the chance of attacking directly. Very interesting match so far. So here, the way Timo BOLL was building up the point with a little bit longer service, half-long service into the deep forehand, and then turning around directly. Now the question will be, whenever the service is getting a bit longer, a bit half-long, that Timo BOLL is able to attack, and then to read the short service of Simon GAUZY in the right way, either to flick the ball or like to have a good short return. Good one. This time the receive was read in the right way, giving Timo BOLL the chance to attack, not with a very fast, but with a very spinny topspin. stay close to the table. Kicking the ball with the backhand. Kicking means to have a little bit like a small counter spin. Not that easy for Simon GAUZY to control. Also, Simon GAUZY is moving very well. The opponent is reading the service right. It's not a very big advantage anymore. Then after this service receive and the first softer topspin, now Timo BOLL had the chance to counterattack, as had Simon GAUZY before. And this time the service of Simon GAUZY is drifting out. Both having troubles now finding the right service variation to avoid the opponent to attack. Let's see what kind of service is Timo favoring now at 1199? To stay closer to the table than Simon GAUZY. Then Timo BOLL has the chance to steer the ball in all directions. Then again 9-9. Simon GAUZY was going for the violin return. And Timo BOLL again was ready for this. Game point from Timo BOLL. And he's lifting the hand. Was thinking maybe it touched a little bit the net, but at the end the German crowd is lifting Timo BOLL. 2-1 up now after being down also a bit in this game number 3. Timo BOLL serving at 9-9, doing 2 times very good service decisions and taking this 2-1 lead in this last 16 match here at the Seamaster German Open. Very interesting game so far between Simon GAUZY and Timo BOLL. To my point of view, in this game number 3, Timo BOLL had the better start with his long rally. He just did one. Then Simon GAUZY took over the lead, having a little bit more the control before Timo BOLL catch him again at 9-9. And then after 2 good service decisions, took this game number 3. This is unbelievable good from both sides. Also how easy Simon GAUZY is coming with his backhand topspin from half distance. And it will be important for Timo BOLL to keep the distance close to the table, to use the power of Simon GAUZY against him. Unbelievable, unbelievable from both sides. This is counter-attack by counter-attack by counter-attack. This is 2017. You remember 2007 or 1997. You have one counter spin, then the ball was stopped. Now we have counter-attack by counter-attack. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, that Simon GAUZY is still attacking the service of Timo BOLL, but also Timo BOLL is a little bit moving faster after his service, ready for this fast banana flick. Very good, very good. And this time I already had the feeling that Simon GAUZY is on top because Timo BOLL was coming back to his back into the deep backhand. Really, we see here in slow motion. Now he will turn around, not having the perfect situation, but he's really bending. And the quality from Timo Boll's wrist is really having this extra spin. He's known for playing maybe the most spinny topspin. Simon GAUZY missing this ball. Now also service return of Timo Boll, getting a little bit easier for Timo, I think, to read the service right. Service return, that's usually the weapons of Timo Boll. But meanwhile, also in some crucial moments, whenever he's able to stay a little bit closer in the spin situation, he's winning also crucial points, big points in big rallies against this Simon GAUZY. It did hurt Simon GAUZY, this 1-1, 9-9, after being up also in this game number 2. But these players on this top level, Simon GAUZY also current direct number 8, they're always trying to fight themselves back into the game. Good variation of the backhand topspin. This time, instead of playing the ball fast cross, he's choosing the ball a little bit with more spin, but down the line. And that's one of the speciality of Timo Boll. Whenever you're attacking his forehand and whenever he's keeping the body tension, he's able to have this counter attack going, this little counter spin. Here we see very good technique there. And you get back all your spin, all your power. 8-4, Timo Boll to serve. Now Simon GAUZY a little bit misjudging the service of Timo Boll. He knows that he has to attack the service of Timo Boll. So he raises the wrist. The risk there. Question is always to find the balance. Five game points to have a 3-1 lead for Timo Boll. Will Simon GAUZY remember what Timo Boll just did at the World Cup, coming back from 10-4 down? For sure. Timo will keep his thoughts, will concentrate. Clever way of finishing this game by choosing a different service variation, having this placement into the deep forehand. That means no chance for Simon GAUZY to come with his very aggressive backhand receive. Timo Boll is following on this easier forehand topspin from Simon GAUZY directly with his forehand. Let's leave the coaches and the players, and we'll be back. So I'm sure the German fans will be happy here. They're going for the Mexican wave. Round about, I would say, 2,500 spectators altogether. We're having altogether round about 9.5 on this German Open here in Magdeburg. And game number 5 about to start. And very good there, also the flick in the middle. Simon GAUZY has to open the side. It's maybe a slightly bit late, and Timo Boll is anticipating this forehand topspin into the forehand, answering a good counter spin, 1-0 lead. Really amazing how Timo Boll was able to find back into this game, into this match, and finding back the rhythm. He's starting to move also much better. 3-0. This will be about the timeout for Simon GAUZY. See here, very good slow motion, good service, better receive, but even the better answer. The answer for the question, can you go for my backhand flick? And the answer is yes, Timo Boll can. The racket is up, nicely executed the technique. And now it's important for Patrick Schiller to get like some new ideas into the game of Simon GAUZY. Main thing is there, it's about service receive, that Timo Boll was able to read the service much better, to stay close to the table. Simon GAUZY, on the other hand, was attacking in the beginning of this match Timo Boll's backhand and middle quite often, and Timo was moving a bit slower altogether. Now he's moving faster, more fluent, and still everybody has to keep the level because it's still a long way to go. And we know Simon GAUZY also is a big fighter, so he will try to stay inside this game. How close, just missed by an inch. Unbelievable, this touch of Simon GAUZY from France. And this is the way Timo Boll was building up the point. Unbelievable. You see, I was just thinking he's just touched the table. 4-0 lead. 5-0. And you see Simon GAUZY here has to find the way to find back into this match. Also again here, Timo was reacting very fast 2 times. Just the 3rd time was coming up a little bit, opened the body. 5-1, Timo Boll to serve. I'm sure Simon GAUZY will keep going, will keep being aggressive. Look at this eye. This is not the eye of the tiger, but the eye of Timo Boll. The way he was moving out against Simon GAUZY. You see here, having this extra view that Simon GAUZY is moving to the deep backhand and then finishing with all the power Timo Boll has in his body. 6-1 lead. Good, again on the violin return. Timo Boll is not struggling. Usually this violin return, it's not that easy to play the ball down the line. Simon GAUZY is expecting this first topspin, usually diagonal. Timo Boll is choosing down the line, winning the point after. And he's ready on this really aggressive backhand topspin of Timo Boll, always to have the better answer. Very good body tension, especially on the first counter attack. Main thing is to keep the thoughts always on the next point, not to think about winning or losing. Think about keeping inside, keeping the next ball, keeping the strategy. Ball, especially from this backhand half and this backhand middle, very good. Is choosing not this heavy topspin, but heavy spinny topspin. So here could have opened a little bit more, maybe with the left leg, to be more precise even. And that's really spinny. This is the trademark shot of Timo Boll, maybe still the most spinny topspin in the world. And now we see 8 match balls for Timo Boll against Simon GAUZY. And he's using the first already, Simon GAUZY, after being up 1-0, 9-5, where to my point of view he was really the dominant player before Timo Boll really find the next gear, find his way back into this match against Simon GAUZY. Then again, in game number 3, after being down 9-7, he also was in crucial moment the one to have the better decision to make, winning this game number 3 before really Timo Boll was having more and more control of the game. Congratulations to Simon GAUZY, who had a good tournament, but also congratulations to Timo Boll, who is through to the next round, where he might be playing against Lin Gaoyuan, depending on the result of Lin Gaoyuan's game against Zhang Chuan. So Timo Boll is back in the quarterfinal here in the Seamaster German Open. It was a pleasure doing this morning session for you. I'm Richard Brause and I'm delighted to have been doing this commentary for you in the morning. Adam Bobrow will take over and I will of course stay in the venue, enjoy the next matches here of the German Open. Thank you and see and hear you soon.
Sicherheit und wenn einer zweimal führt und man hat es nicht schwer gegen ihn, dann sieht es meistens nicht so aus.
Jetzt ist letzte Frage, die Scheiße von der Partie sind noch nicht getroffen, trotzdem schauen wir schon nach vorne. Nächstes Spiel gegen Lin Gaoyuan. Schwere Begegnung, da hast du noch ein paar Erinnerungen vor 3 Wochen von Deutschland.
Ja, da war es ziemlich. Ja, gegen das Match irgendwo 14, 17 Satz hingelegt und gewonnen. Ich glaube, so einen Rückstand kann ich mir nicht nochmal leisten. Er ist verdammt gut drauf. Hat es auch wieder hier in den ersten 2 Minuten gezeigt. Wird verdammt schwierig, aber ich versuche es einfach mal.
Super. Vielen Glück dafür, Timo, und wir sind alle verlassen. Du musst jetzt noch 2 Schläge tun, nämlich 2 Bälle ins Publikum feuern. Und wer diesen Ball fängt, kann sich gleich oben an der Infothek melden und bekommt einen Überraschungsrucksack mit Freigaben für die nächsten German vom 20. bis zum 25. März in Bremen. Timo, 2 Bälle.